Welcome to Zombocom. This is Zombocom.
But as you start to play with it, the site suddenly transforms. The worm begins to thrash violently. Will you scroll down? The horse's legs just keep going, and going, and going. There's no end in sight, no matter how far you scroll. The website is a cryptic maze, filled with hidden codes, obscure references, and puzzles that seem designed to test the limits of your patience. Just an endless series of challenges that feel more like a psychological test than a game. Wherever you point your cursor on the screen, the site will load a random image of someone pointing at exactly that spot. The internet is an endless frontier, filled with knowledge, entertainment, and connection. Yet, as vast as this digital landscape is, it also harbors some truly bizarre and unsettling websites. These sites, ranging from the eerily fascinating to the deeply disturbing, may leave you wondering about the boundaries of human creativity, or perhaps sanity. In this deep dive, we'll explore some of the weirdest websites in the world that you might want to avoid. But if you're feeling brave, these sites will certainly take you on a journey through the stranger side of the internet. The Eerie Sound Machine, the Quiet Place Project. One of the most unsettling experiences you can have online is visiting the Quiet Place Project. At first glance, this site seems to offer a peaceful retreat from the noise and chaos of daily life. The homepage invites you to relax, turn off your distractions, and just listen. But as you settle in, something strange begins to happen. The ambient sounds, designed to calm and soothe, start to feel more like the soundtrack to a suspenseful horror movie. The silence isn't comforting, it's oppressive. The endless scroll of nothingness. Staggering beauty. Minimalism can be beautiful, but in the case of staggering beauty, it becomes something entirely different, chaotic and unsettling. At first, this site presents you with a simple black worm against a white background. It seems harmless, even cute, as it wriggles slightly in response to your mouth's movements. But as you start to play with it, the site suddenly transforms. The worm begins to thrash violently, and the screen erupts into a cacophony of flashing colors and loud noises. It's a sensory assault that feels jarring and disorienting, almost as if the website is rebelling against you for daring to interact with it. The sheer absurdity of the experience leaves you feeling uncomfortable, and yet it's oddly captivating. Staggering Beauty isn't just a weird website. It's a reminder of how quickly things can go from serene to surreal in the digital world. Welcome to the Matrix. This is Not Tom. For those who love a good puzzle, This Is Not Tom offers an experience that's equal parts fascinating and frustrating. The website is a cryptic maze filled with hidden codes, obscure references, and puzzles that seem designed to test the limits of your patience. There's no clear purpose or end goal, just an endless series of challenges that feel more like a psychological test than a game. Some believe This Is Not Tom is part of an elaborate alternate reality game, ALG, while others think it's simply a cruel joke meant to confuse and bewilder anyone who dares to try and solve its mysteries. The Infinite Tunnel of Doom, Endless Horse. Some websites are weird because they defy logic, and Endless Horse is a perfect example. This site features a simple illustration of a horse, but with a twist. When you scroll down, the horse's legs just keep going, and going, and going. There's no end in sight, no matter how far you scroll. It's a surreal experience, almost like staring into an optical illusion that refuses to resolve. The humor here is absurdist, playing on the idea of something that's both pointless and infinite. Endless Horse is the kind of website that makes you question why you're still scrolling, and yet it's hard to stop. The simplicity of the concept is what makes it so bizarre. It's a joke with no punchline, an experience that's as frustrating as it is funny. The dark side of the internet, Death Date. For those who are drawn to the macabre, Death Date is a website that will send chills down your spine. The concept is simple. Enter your personal details, and the site will predict the exact date and time of your death. It's all meant to be in good fun, of course, but there's something undeniably creepy about seeing a countdown to your own demise. Even if you don't take it seriously, the site plays on our natural fear of death and the unknown. It's a gimmick, but one that taps into some of our deepest anxieties. The minimalist design of the site, with its stark black background and ominous red text, only adds to the sense of dread. Death Date is a reminder that some corners of the internet are designed not to entertain, but to unsell. The Creepy Experiment. Zombo.com. Not all weird websites are dark or disturbing. Some are just plain strange. Zombo.com is one such site, a bizarre experiment in patience and expectation. Upon entering the site, you're greeted by a looping message from a mysterious narrator who promises that anything is possible at Zombo.com, except nothing ever happens. There are no buttons to click, no links to follow, just endless possibilities that never materialize. The site is a masterclass in absurdity, as it leads you on with the promise of something that never comes. The voiceover, delivered in a soothing yet slightly eerie tone, makes the experience feel almost hypnotic.
Welcome to ZomboCom. This is ZomboCom.
Zombo.com is a perfect example of internet humor that's both harmless and unsettling. It's a place where time seems to stand still and nothing ever changes, making you wonder why you're still there long after the novelty has worn off. The unsettling art experiment. Pointer. Some websites are weird because they turn the mundane into something surreal. Pointer is a site that does just that, offering a simple but strangely compelling experience. The concept is straightforward. Wherever you point your cursor on the screen, the site will load a random image of someone pointing at exactly that spot. It's a quirky, interactive art experiment that's both fascinating and a little creepy. The sheer randomness of the images, combined with the uncanny accuracy of the pointing, makes for an experience that's hard to explain but impossible to forget. Pointer turns the act of moving your cursor into a surreal game, where every move is met with a strange and unexpected response. It's a reminder that the internet is full of surprises, and not all of them make sense. The disturbing world of shock sites. Lemon Party. Not all weird websites are harmless fun. Some are designed to shock and disturb. Lemon Party is one such site infamous for its graphic and unsettling content. The site's name has become synonymous with internet pranks, as unsuspecting users are tricked into visiting the page, only to be greeted by images that are not safe for work, or for anyone, really. The shock value of Lemon Party lies in its ability to catch people off guard, leaving them with an image they'd rather forget. It's a reminder that the internet can be a minefield, where not everything is as it seems. Sites like Lemon Party exist to push boundaries and test the limits of what's acceptable, often leaving a lasting impression for all wrong reasons. The surreal world of internet art. Windows 93. If you're looking for a website that blends nostalgia with surrealism, Windows 93 is a digital playground that's as weird as it is fascinating. The site emulates an old Windows operating system, complete with the desktop, icons, and programs. But as you start to explore, you realize that nothing is quite what it seems. The programs are bizarre. The icons lead to strange and unexpected places, and the entire experience feels like a trip through an alternate dimension. Windows 93 is a love letter to the early days of computing, but with a twist that makes it feel like a fever dream. It's a weird, wonderful world where the lines between reality and digital fantasy are blurred, offering an experience that's as nostalgic as it is unsettling. The unsettling world of interactive fiction. Creepypasta. No list of weird websites would be complete without mentioning Creepypasta, a site dedicated to user-generated horror stories. While not a single website but a collection, Creepypasta has become infamous for its unsettling content. The stories range from the eerie to the downright terrifying, with some becoming internet legends in their own right. What makes creepypasta so strange is the sense of community that has grown around these stories, with users contributing their own tales of horror and the supernatural. It's a place where the lines between fiction and reality are often blurred, as readers immerse themselves in stories that feel all too real. Creepypasta is a testament to the power of the internet to create and share weird and unsettling content, turning ordinary people into storytellers of the macabre. And there you have it, some of the weirdest and most unsettling websites lurking in the corners of the internet. Have you visited any of these sites before? Let us know in the comments below which one creeped you out the most. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the strange side of the web, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and of course, subscribe to our channel for more content that explores the weird, the wonderful, and everything in between. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.